Stop scrolling. This moment is meant for you. You might not realize it yet, but the very fact that you are here reading these words means that God has something powerful to share with you right now. You may have spent time questioning your progress, wondering why things haven't worked out the way you expected. Perhaps you've asked yourself why it feels like everyone else is moving ahead while you seem to be stuck, waiting for something to change. But hear this, you were not delayed. God was preparing you for this moment. The journey you've been on, every struggle, every setback, every feeling of being held back has been part of a divine plan, a plan far greater than you can see with your natural eyes. What you thought was a delay was actually God's perfect timing, molding you, shaping you, and refining your soul for what's about to unfold in your life. Imagine for a moment the way a potter carefully shapes a piece of clay. The potter's hands mold it, turn it, and refine it, not because the clay is bad, but because the potter knows the masterpiece that lies within. God is your divine potter. He has been shaping you, building your faith, and strengthening your character, even when it felt like nothing was happening. God is preparing you for a greater purpose. Every delay, every moment of uncertainty has been a step towards your transformation. You have been equipped with everything you need for this very moment, even if it didn't feel like it at the time. Think about the seeds in nature. They don't grow overnight. They go through a process of being planted, watered, and nurtured. You too have been going through a process, and now it's time for you to bloom. The roots have been growing deep, and now the time has come for you to rise, stronger, wiser, and more equipped than ever before. You might feel like you've been stuck in a waiting period, but what if I told you this? The waiting was never wasted. God knew that in this season of preparation, you were becoming who you needed to be. The trials you faced were not meant to break you, but to build in you a resilience and faith that will carry you through the doors of your destiny. Right now, the shift is happening. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. The doors that were once closed are now opening before you, because God has been laying the foundation for something incredible to manifest in your life. Now is the moment for you to step forward in faith, knowing that everything you have been through has been to prepare you for the greatness that is coming. Your breakthrough is not delayed. It is right on time, because God's timing is always perfect. So, stop scrolling and embrace the message that is before you. You were never delayed. You were simply being prepared. You are ready for this moment, and the best is yet to come. Trust that God has been at work in your life, and what you are about to experience will exceed your greatest expectations. Your moment is here, and it's time to step into your destiny. You're here for a reason, and this message is for you. If you've ever felt like time was passing you by, or that your efforts haven't been rewarded, today is the day you're going to see things differently. There is a divine message unfolding in your life right now, and it's one you've been waiting for, even if you didn't realize it. You've been questioning your purpose, your journey, or perhaps even the timing of everything in your life. But I want you to hear this clearly. You were not delayed. God has been preparing you for this moment. I know you've probably felt frustration. Maybe you've asked yourself why certain doors haven't opened yet, or why things seem to be moving slower than expected. Maybe you've compared your progress to others and wondered what you're doing wrong. But I want to tell you this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are exactly where you need to be. The delays, the waiting, the moments of uncertainty, they were all part of a process designed for you to grow. The wait wasn't wasted, it was preparation. There is a purpose in the waiting, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Picture a seed in the ground. It doesn't just sprout and grow instantly. There is a process it must go through, underground, where no one can see it. It's being nourished. It's growing roots, becoming stronger, even though it seems like nothing is taking place. This is exactly how your life has been. You've been in a season of preparation, and the time spent waiting was necessary for the roots of your faith to deepen, your character to strengthen, and your vision to become clearer. The process has been shaping you for the incredible things that are about to unfold in your life. God's timing is not like ours. We are conditioned to measure time by the clock, by how quickly things happen, but God's timing is beyond our understanding. When you feel like nothing is happening, know that it's often the most critical time of growth. God knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Every step, every season, every trial has been leading you to this moment of manifestation. What you've been waiting for is on its way, but before it can manifest, you must be ready to receive it. The delays weren't a setback, they were a setup. God was ensuring you were prepared for the blessings that are about to pour into your life. Think about the process of building a house. Before the house is built, there is groundwork that must be done, the foundation must be laid, the plumbing must be installed, the electrical wiring needs to be carefully placed, and this process takes time. But when the house is built and complete, it stands strong, ready to support a family, full of purpose and stability. This is how God works in your life. He is laying the foundation in you so that you can handle the blessings, the challenges, and the greatness that is coming your way. Just like the house needs a solid foundation, you need to be rooted in faith, strength, and clarity before your dreams can be realized. It might not always feel like it, but every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every moment of doubt has been building you. You are being shaped and molded into the person who can carry the weight of your dreams. You are being prepared to not only receive your blessings, but also to handle them with wisdom, grace, and responsibility. The delays have been God's way of ensuring that you are fully equipped to step into the next chapter of your life. Without these moments of preparation, you might not have been ready to step into the magnitude of the blessing that is coming your way. Now, think about the moment a butterfly emerges from its cocoon. It doesn't break free immediately. It spends time in a confined space, struggling, stretching its wings, gaining strength. That struggle is necessary. If the butterfly were to be released too soon, it would not have the strength to fly. Similarly, there have been moments in your life where it felt like you were confined, like your potential was trapped. But that confinement wasn't to hurt you, it was to prepare you to soar. The struggle you faced has strengthened your wings. You are about to emerge, not just as someone who's endured, but as someone who is ready to fly higher than ever before. You may have questioned whether you're worthy of what's coming, or whether you're really ready, and the answer is yes. God has already equipped you with everything you need for this next season. The waiting was a time for you to grow in faith, to strengthen your spirit, and to prepare your heart for what's to come. Every time you felt like giving up, you didn't. Every time you pushed through the uncertainty, you were building your resilience. You have been through too much to be unprepared. This is your time. You are no longer in the place of waiting. You are in the place of becoming. The shift is happening now, and all the things that you've been praying for are about to unfold in your life. The promises that seemed distant, the dreams that seemed impossible, the blessings that felt far out of reach are about to manifest before your eyes. You are ready. You have been prepared, you have grown, and now it's time for the manifestation of everything that God has promised. The road wasn't always easy, but you've been strengthened by the challenges, shaped by the obstacles, and refined by the trials. Each moment of difficulty has been a building block for your destiny. You may not have seen it at the time, but everything you've gone through has been a preparation for the greatness that lies ahead. The time spent waiting wasn't just waiting. It was a season of refinement. When you look at your life, stop seeing delays. See preparation. See divine alignment. See the hand of God working in ways you couldn't understand at the time. Every struggle, every difficulty, every moment of doubt was part of a bigger picture. Now, as you stand on the threshold of your breakthrough, you can look back and realize that every delay, every season, every single moment of your journey was necessary to bring you to this very moment. The waiting has been worth it. Your preparation has led you here to the place where you can finally step into the fullness of what God has for you. All that has been hidden, all that you've been waiting for, is now ready to be revealed. The time has come for you to step into your destiny, knowing that every step you've taken has been guided by a divine hand leading you to this moment of manifestation. So stop scrolling and embrace this message. You are not delayed, you are being prepared. God has been working behind the scenes, preparing you for this very moment, and now that you are ready, everything is about to fall into place. Trust in the process. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and know that the best is yet to come. This is your time. Your season of preparation is over, and your season of manifestation is here. You might not fully understand it now, but every moment you've spent in uncertainty, every challenge you've faced, every tear that's been shed in the silence of your heart, these were not wasted. They were the stepping stones, the foundations of a journey that has brought you to a place where you are ready to embrace the fullness of what is about to come. God never leads you through something without equipping you for the journey ahead. You are equipped, you are ready, and you are more than capable of stepping into the destiny that has been planned for you. I know it might feel like things have been slow, that your efforts haven't yielded the results you hoped for, but understand this: God is always at work, even when you can't see it. There is no delay in your life, only divine preparation. The moments that you felt like nothing was moving forward were simply moments of building. Imagine a tree that grows deep roots before it rises above the ground. What you've been going through has been the root work, and now the time has come for you to rise. You've been nurtured, you've been pruned, and you've been prepared for a great harvest. We are conditioned to think of delays as something negative. When we don't see instant results, we tend to think something is wrong. But the truth is that God works in cycles, not on human clocks. He doesn't rush through his plan. He takes his time because he knows the end result will be far greater than what we can imagine. In every moment of waiting, in every moment of doubt, there is purpose. Every waiting season is a time to build your faith, deepen your understanding, and refine your vision. The preparation wasn't about you being insufficient. It was about God ensuring that when your moment arrived, you would be prepared to step into it fully and without hesitation. Think about the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. This is a process that cannot be rushed. The butterfly must struggle to break free, building the strength it needs to fly. If someone were to interfere with this process, the butterfly would not have the strength to take flight. Similarly, the struggles you've faced, the hardships, the trials, these have been the struggles that have been strengthening your wings. Without them, you wouldn't have the strength or the character to soar to the heights God has prepared for you. The very things you thought were setbacks were actually the forces that were pushing you toward greatness. Have you ever noticed how things often seem to happen in clusters? Sometimes you feel like everything is on hold, nothing is progressing, and then, suddenly, it all falls into place. That is the culmination of preparation. The moment everything aligns is not just a coincidence. It is the result of everything that's been happening behind the scenes. God has been aligning things in your life. Even when you couldn't see it, the delays were simply the space where everything needed to fall into place. Right now, you are stepping into a season where everything you've worked for is about to come to fruition. You've put in the work, you've fought the battles, and you've been faithful during the moments of uncertainty. Now it is time for you to receive the rewards. The manifestation of your desires is not something that will take forever. It is already in motion. Your breakthrough is not something that is distant or far away. It is on the horizon, ready to manifest in your life. But here's the thing: you must believe it, You must trust that everything you've been through was a preparation for this moment. The challenges you faced were not to break you, they were to build you. The doubts you wrestled with were not to make you question yourself, they were to deepen your faith. God has been building you up, even when you couldn't see it, and now you are standing at the threshold of the fulfillment of all that you have prayed for. You've already come so far, and yet there is still so much more waiting for you. Think about the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph was betrayed, sold into slavery, and cast into prison, yet each step of his journey was divinely orchestrated to prepare him for the moment when he would rise to power and save his family. In the moment it must have felt like everything was falling apart, but what Joseph didn't know was that every step, every setback was positioning him for something greater. Your journey is no different. The moments that felt like setbacks were actually the moments that were positioning you for the blessings you are about to receive. God knows the desires of your heart, and He is aligning everything to ensure that those desires are fulfilled at the perfect time. But you must trust that His timing is not only perfect, it's exactly what you need. You may have questioned why things have taken so long, but I assure you that the waiting period has been necessary for your growth. God doesn't just give us the desires of our hearts, He prepares us to handle them. If you were given everything you wanted before you were ready, it could overwhelm you, or you might not be able to appreciate it fully. The preparation ensures that when your blessings come, you can steward them wisely and with gratitude. If you've been wondering why things haven't unfolded the way you expected, now you know. God was preparing you for this moment. He was getting you ready for the great things that are about to come into your life. You might not see it yet, but everything is lining up, and soon you'll look back at this season and realize that it was all worth it. The waiting wasn't wasted, it was purposeful. Think about the story of David in the Bible. Before he became king, he was a shepherd boy, overlooked and underestimated by everyone around him. But that time in the fields, the hours spent in solitude, the challenges he faced in the wilderness, they were all preparing him for his destiny. David's preparation wasn't immediate, it took time. And when the moment came for him to step into his calling, he was ready. You are no different. Your journey, no matter how long it may have felt, is leading you to your moment of destiny. The truth is, your life is not just about the destination. It's about the preparation. It's about who you become along the way. The delays you've experienced, the waiting you've endured, they have shaped you into the person you are today, a person who is ready for what's coming. So stop looking at your life and seeing delays. Instead, look at it as the preparation ground, the place where God was working, refining, and positioning you for the greatness that is about to unfold. You are ready, you have been prepared, and now you can step into the manifestation of all that God has planned for you. Your time has come. It's not a time to look back and wonder why things happened the way they did. It's time to look forward, knowing that everything that has transpired in your life has been leading you to this moment. The doors that once seemed closed are now opening. The opportunities that once felt distant are now coming into focus. The blessings you prayed for are coming to you, because God has been working behind the scenes, preparing you for this very time. So I want you to stop scrolling and truly believe this message. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. Everything you've gone through, every moment you questioned, every setback you faced, they have been part of the divine preparation for this moment. Your breakthrough is not far off, it's already in motion. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. Your moment has arrived. You may not see it yet, but the life you've always dreamed of is closer than you think. It's not in the distant future, it's right here just waiting for you to claim it. The waiting you've endured, the trials you've faced, the moments of uncertainty, they have all been carefully designed to bring you to this very point in time. You have been through so much, and yet you are still standing. You've made it through every challenge, every disappointment, and every setback. That alone proves how strong you are, how resilient you've become. God has not abandoned you, and He has certainly not forgotten you. There are moments in life where everything seems to slow down, where time feels like it's standing still, and we wonder why we're not seeing the results we expected. We compare ourselves to others and wonder why they seem to have everything together while we're still waiting for our breakthrough. But let me tell you something, the waiting is not a sign of delay, it is a sign of preparation. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. When you feel as though nothing is happening, remember that behind the scenes, the universe is aligning things for you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've cried, every moment you've spent wondering when things will change, those moments have not been in vain. God has been at work, positioning you for greatness. There is no such thing as a delay in God's plan. Every pause, every moment of stillness has been a part of the divine orchestration. When things don't seem to be moving forward, it's easy to lose faith. It's easy to doubt, to wonder if you're on the right path. But trust me when I tell you this, those moments of waiting are not punishment. They are preparation. God is working behind the scenes, weaving everything together, placing the right people, opportunities, and resources exactly where they need to be. All of this is coming together for your good. It's coming together for the moment that is about to manifest in your life. Take a moment to think about the times when things felt the hardest, the times when you felt like you were doing everything right, but still nothing seemed to fall into place. Those moments were not the end, they were the beginning. They were the moments that built your character, strengthened your resolve, and deepened your faith. You have been refined by fire, you have been tested, and you have been found worthy. The trials were not to break you, but to mold you into the person who is now ready to walk into the promises God has for you. Think about the butterfly again. Before it emerges from the cocoon, it goes through a process of transformation. It takes time, it is slow, but without that time, without that struggle, it would never be able to take flight. You too are in the process of transformation. It might feel like you've been stuck in a cocoon for a long time, but I promise you, this is the very stage where God is preparing you to soar. You've been waiting for your moment, and now it is here. It's not a moment in the distant future, it's happening now. The shift is already taking place. You are about to see everything you've prayed for come to fruition. The doors that were once closed are now wide open, and the path ahead is clear. All that is required from you is faith. Faith that everything you've gone through has led you to this moment. Faith that your breakthrough is already in motion. Faith that God is working everything out for your good, even when you can't see it. One thing I want you to remember is that the timing of God is always perfect. We as humans are often too quick to rush through things. We want instant results. We want everything to happen now. But God doesn't operate on our time. He operates on divine timing. And His timing is always perfect. There is no delay in God's plan. What seems like a delay to you is simply preparation. Everything that you are going through right now is a stepping stone to the life that you are about to live. The delays were never a setback, they were a setup for something greater. If we take a moment to look back at the lives of those in the Bible who experienced seemingly endless delays, we can see the divine truth in their journeys. Abraham waited years for the promise of a son. Joseph was sold into slavery and thrown into prison before rising to power. David was anointed king but had to wait for years before stepping into his destiny. These people didn't have it easy, but their delays were never defeats. They were necessary for their transformation, and they were necessary for them to fully embrace the blessings that were meant for them. They understood that what seemed like a delay was actually divine timing at work. You are no different. Your delays are not defeats. They are part of God's perfect plan for your life. Everything you've gone through has been for a purpose, and now that purpose is about to reveal itself in ways you never imagined. The doors that have been closed for so long are now opening. The people who doubted you will soon see your rise. The opportunities you thought were lost are now returning to you. The time has come for you to step into the life that has been waiting for you. But in order to fully embrace what is coming, you must first let go of the idea that you've been delayed. You must let go of the idea that you've been left behind. The truth is, you have been prepared. And now the harvest is coming. You have sown the seeds, you have watered them, and now the time has come for the fruit to manifest. The waiting is over. The time for you to step into your destiny has arrived. I know that it can be hard to believe when you're still in the waiting season. It can be difficult to see the bigger picture when you're in the midst of the struggle. But I assure you, every moment you've spent in the waiting room has been a part of God's perfect plan. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. And now that preparation is coming to fruition. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think. In this moment, I want you to stop scrolling. Stop looking at what everyone else is doing. Stop comparing yourself to others. God has a message for you. He has been preparing you for something great. The life you've been dreaming of is not some far-off fantasy. It is already in motion. Everything you need is already being placed into your life. Your breakthrough is here. You just have to believe it. The waiting is over. The time to step into your destiny is now. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything to perfection, and now you are ready to receive the fruits of your labor. You are ready to step into the life that has been prepared for you. You are ready to soar. So, stop scrolling. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Take a moment to thank God for every trial, every struggle, every delay, because those moments were never meant to break you, they were meant to prepare you. And now it's time for you to step into the life that is waiting for you. Your breakthrough is here. The waiting is over. The time has come for you to rise. Step into it. Step into everything God has prepared for you. It's time to receive it. It's time to claim it. And it's time to believe that your moment has arrived. The life you have longed for is already within your grasp. Everything you need has been placed before you, and everything you have experienced, every twist and turn, has led you here to this very moment. It's easy to feel like we are in a holding pattern, waiting for things to change, waiting for the breakthrough we have prayed for. But what if the very fact that you are still here, still moving forward despite everything, is proof that you have already been prepared for what is ahead? When you scroll through your feed and see others achieving, moving forward, living the life you wish you had, it's natural to feel as though you've been left behind. But I want you to understand something crucial today. What you perceive as delay is nothing but divine preparation. The fact that you have not yet received what you thought you should have by now is not a reflection of failure. It is a reflection of your readiness. God has been working in the background, molding and shaping you, preparing you for the blessing that is about to unfold in your life. The process is rarely visible to us while we're in the midst of it, and that can be discouraging. The things you think you need right now, today, might not be the things that will serve you most in the future. You might be desiring a door to open, but what you may not realize is that while you're waiting, God is opening your eyes to the lessons you need to learn before walking through that door. He is aligning everything, bringing the right people into your life, developing your character, and strengthening your resilience. You might be looking at your current situation and wondering, why hasn't it happened for me yet? And the answer is simple. You were never delayed. God was preparing you for this moment. He is not in a hurry. His timing is always perfect. What seems like a pause, what feels like a wait, is actually the moment where God is refining you, shaping you into the person you are meant to be in order to receive what He has for you. Think of an artist working on a masterpiece. The artist does not rush through the process. Every stroke, every detail is intentional, even if the observer does not see it immediately. Similarly, every step of your journey, even the waiting, has been intentional. You are being refined, you are being prepared for something far greater than what you can see in this moment. Your preparation period is not a punishment, it is a blessing. The lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, and the faith you have built during this season of waiting will be the foundation for the breakthrough that is about to happen in your life. Think about the times when you were unsure, when you doubted whether you could continue, but you did continue. You endured. And now you are stronger than you were before. You are more capable than you realize. You are more than ready to receive everything God has for you. I understand how easy it is to feel like time is slipping away. The world around us is constantly moving, constantly changing, and we can feel like we are being left behind. But let me remind you that God is not in a rush. He is preparing you in the most perfect way. There are no mistakes, no missteps in His plan. Every detour you have taken, every moment you have questioned, has been a part of the greater design. He is not holding back your blessing. He is waiting for the right moment, and that moment is now. Imagine you are walking into a room that is dark. You are unsure of what lies ahead, but you trust that the light will eventually reveal itself. Just because you cannot see the full picture right now does not mean it's not already in motion. Just because the light is not shining brightly today does not mean it will not soon burst through the darkness. The delay you feel is simply the process of God aligning everything perfectly for your arrival. And when that moment comes, when the light finally breaks through, it will be a moment you will never forget. It will be everything you hoped for and more. So, stop scrolling. Take a moment to recognize that the waiting you have been experiencing has been far from wasted. It has been a time of growth, a time of change, and a time of preparation. You are not behind schedule. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything is coming together, even though you may not yet see it. Every prayer you have prayed, every dream you have held in your heart is on its way to you. It is all unfolding in perfect time. We often compare our journeys to others, but no one else's path is yours to walk. You have your own unique purpose, your own unique timing, and just because someone else's door opened sooner than yours does not mean you are forgotten. Your door will open at the perfect time, and it will be more beautiful, more powerful, and more aligned with your purpose than you ever imagined. Your waiting season is not wasted time. It is a season of growth, of learning, and of preparation. During this time you have been changing, becoming the person who can carry the weight of the blessings that are coming your way. You are being prepared to receive more than you could have imagined. And when that moment comes, when everything shifts in your favor, you will see that every moment of waiting was worth it. This is not the end of your story. In fact, it is only the beginning. The waiting is over. The season of preparation has passed, and now is the time for you to step into everything you've been working for, everything you've been praying for. God has been aligning things in your life, positioning you for the moment you've been waiting for. Your breakthrough is at hand. The opportunities you've been longing for are about to present themselves, and when they do, you will know that every step you've taken, every moment you've waited, has been worth it. There is no such thing as wasted time in God's kingdom. Every second, every experience, every moment of doubt has been a part of your divine journey. What seems like a delay is simply God's preparation, and you are more than ready to step into the life you've been praying for. You were not delayed, you were being shaped, you were being prepared. And now you are ready to step into your destiny. When you finally see the results of your waiting, when the doors begin to open and the opportunities unfold, you will look back and realize that it wasn't a delay at all. It was simply the time it took for God to prepare you for the greatness He had in store for you. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. And now your moment has arrived. So stop scrolling. This is your time. Your breakthrough is here. Your blessing is on the way. All that you've prayed for, all that you've worked for is coming to fruition. It is happening now. You are not delayed. You are prepared. You are ready. Step into your future because it's already here. The journey you are on is not a race. There is no need to compare yourself to others. The life you are meant to live is unfolding at exactly the right pace, and every step has led you to this moment. You have come through trials, endured challenges, and faced moments of doubt, but that does not define you. What defines you is your strength to keep going, to keep trusting, to keep believing that what you have been waiting for will come to pass. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating events that will lead you to the moment of your breakthrough. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. You may not understand all the steps or see the full picture, but trust in the process. Every experience you have had, every season you have walked through, has been necessary for your growth. Even the moments when it felt like nothing was happening, God was preparing you in ways you couldn't see at the time. Every delay, every unanswered prayer, every door that closed was simply part of the preparation for something greater. It is so easy to fall into the trap of feeling behind, especially when it seems like everyone else around you is moving forward. It's easy to get caught in the spiral of comparison, to look at the success of others and wonder why it hasn't happened for you yet. But what if I told you that you are not behind? What if I told you that what feels like a delay is actually a time of divine preparation, a time when God is setting you up for something much bigger than you ever imagined? What if this waiting season is not about a delay at all, but rather the moment where you are being refined, sharpened, and made ready to receive the fullness of God's blessings? Think about the process of growth in nature. A seed planted in the soil doesn't immediately burst into a full-grown tree. It takes time, it takes nurturing, it takes preparation. And during that time, you cannot see the seed's progress, but underneath the surface, deep in the earth, something is happening. Roots are forming, the seed is being strengthened, and then, when the time is right, it breaks through the surface and begins to grow, reaching toward the sky. You too are like that seed. God has been planting you, nurturing you, and preparing you. And while it may feel like nothing is happening on the surface, trust that beneath it all, you are growing, strengthening, and becoming exactly what you need to be to step into your purpose. The moment you've been waiting for will come, but it will come at the perfect time, not a moment too soon and not a moment too late. God's timing is impeccable, and He is preparing you for the greatness that is about to unfold. This time of waiting is not a punishment, it is a gift. It is a time for you to grow, to become more rooted in your faith, and to prepare for the blessing that is coming your way. When that moment finally arrives, you will know that every step you've taken, every struggle you've faced, and every moment you thought you were delayed will have been worth it. In this moment, you may feel discouraged. You may be wondering why it hasn't happened yet. But I want you to understand that you are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You are in the process of becoming. The waiting is not wasted. Every moment is a chance for you to build your strength, deepen your faith, and align yourself with the plans God has for you. The journey you are on is a divine one. And while you may not see the full picture, you can trust that it is unfolding just as it should. You are being shaped into the person who can handle the blessing that is coming your way. You are being prepared to step into the life you've prayed for. The struggle you've endured is not in vain. It is a refining process that is making you stronger, wiser, and more equipped for what lies ahead. God knows exactly what you need, and He knows exactly when you are ready to receive it. When that moment comes, you will look back and see that everything you have gone through has been leading you to this point. Every delay was a necessary part of the process, and now you are more prepared than ever to step into the fullness of your purpose. In times of uncertainty, it's easy to lose hope. It's easy to get caught up in the fear that maybe you've missed your opportunity, or that the door you've been waiting for will never open. But I want to encourage you to keep going, keep trusting, keep believing. You are not behind, you are not forgotten. God is preparing you for something amazing, something beyond your wildest dreams. And when the time is right, that door will open and you will walk through it, knowing that everything you have experienced up to this point has been a part of God's plan for your life. There are moments when it feels like the world is moving faster than you are. You might feel like you're standing still while everyone else seems to be advancing, reaching their goals and living their dreams. But what you may not realize is that God is working in you during this time. He is refining your character. He is strengthening your heart. He is preparing your mind to handle the success that is coming your way. The waiting is not wasted. It is a season of growth, a season of preparation, a season of becoming who you are meant to be. When the breakthrough finally comes, when the doors open and the dreams you've been holding on to for so long begin to materialize, you will see that the waiting was not in vain. You will realize that it was all part of God's perfect plan. Every moment of doubt, every moment of frustration, every moment of waiting was a necessary part of your journey. And now you are ready to step into the life you've been praying for, ready to walk into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. So, I encourage you to stop scrolling. Stop comparing your journey to the journeys of others. Stop looking at the success of others and thinking that you've missed your chance. God's plan for your life is unique. It is designed specifically for you, and while it may feel like you are behind, you are exactly where you need to be. The breakthrough is coming, and when it does, you will know that everything you've gone through, every moment of waiting, was worth it. Trust the process. Trust God's timing. You are not delayed. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. And when that moment comes, you will be ready to step into the life you were always meant to live. I see you waiting, wondering if it's all going to happen, wondering why you feel as if you're in a holding pattern while others seem to be moving ahead. But let me tell you this, your waiting is not a setback. It's not an indication that you're falling behind. It is divine preparation. What you see as delay, God sees as a process, a divine process designed just for you, and in the fullness of time it will all make sense. Right now there may be moments when you question your purpose. You might ask yourself, why does it seem like everyone else is achieving their dreams and I'm still here waiting? It's easy to look around and think that you're not where you're supposed to be, but the truth is you are exactly where you need to be. God's timing is perfect, and His ways are higher than our ways. When it feels like you are stuck, remember that behind the scenes, He is preparing you for what is to come. You may not see it now, but everything you've gone through has been a lesson. Every failure, every challenge, every delay has been an essential part of shaping you into the person you need to become. God has been strengthening you, teaching you, and equipping you for the moment when your breakthrough arrives. The breakthrough that you've been praying for is coming, but you are not yet ready for it. The purpose of this waiting season is not to punish you, but to refine you. It is a time of growth, a time to develop the qualities, the strength, and the resilience that you will need to carry the weight of your blessings. We live in a world that wants everything instantaneously. We have access to so much, and yet the true gifts in life don't always come quickly. The greatest things take time to develop. Consider the process of making wine. It takes years for grapes to mature into something that becomes fine wine. The grapes can't rush the process. They must go through every season, every step, to become the product that people will savor. Your life is much the same way. You may feel that you're waiting for your time, but in reality, you are being made into something extraordinary. Every moment of waiting is part of your transformation. It's in those moments of waiting that God is refining you, removing what doesn't belong, and preparing you to handle the greatness that is on the horizon. When you're in a period of waiting, it can feel as though time is standing still. You might question if things will ever change. But remember this, it's not about the speed with which things happen, it's about the depth of the preparation. God is preparing you for a future that will far exceed what you can imagine, but you must be ready to step into it when it arrives. That readiness comes from a deep and faithful trust in the process. It comes from understanding that every season, no matter how long it lasts, has purpose. God does not waste time. He does not waste the moments that seem like delays. He uses them to prepare you for a life that is beyond anything you could dream up on your own. You might be looking for the finish line, but God sees something greater for you. What He has for you is bigger than what you can fathom in this moment. And so, the waiting, the preparation, the refining, it's all necessary. I know it can be frustrating. You want to see the results now. You want to be in the place where you feel that your efforts have paid off. But let me ask you this. If you were to skip the preparation, would you be ready to handle the fullness of what is coming your way? If you had everything you've ever wanted right now, would you be able to carry the responsibility, the blessings and the lessons that come with it? There is a reason for the wait. God is building something in you, something that will last, something that will withstand the test of time. The world might tell you that you should have it all now, that success should be instant, that you should be at the peak of your life's journey right now. But God's timing is different. He knows when you will be most ready, when you will be able to appreciate and steward the blessing He has for you. This time is not wasted. This is not a period of punishment. This is a period of preparation. And as you wait, God is working in you. He is shaping you. He is building your character, your resilience, and your capacity to hold everything He has planned for you. What feels like delay is not denial. What feels like waiting is actually a season of becoming. God is preparing your heart, your mind, and your spirit for the things that are coming your way. And when those things arrive, you will see that you are more than capable of handling them. You will see that every moment of waiting, every moment of doubt was necessary. You will see that God knew exactly what He was doing when He allowed you to wait, when He allowed you to grow, and when He allowed you to develop the strength to endure. In the moments when you feel like you are behind, remember that your journey is your own. There is no need to compare yourself to others. The time that they have spent on their journey is not the same time that you need. Your process is unique, your destiny is different, and that's something to be grateful for. You are not in competition with anyone else, you are in partnership with God, and He is leading you exactly where you need to go. You might not understand all the steps, and that's okay. It's not about understanding everything now. It's about trusting the process, trusting God's hand in your life, trusting that He sees the bigger picture, even when you can't. Trusting that when the time is right, everything will fall into place. And when it does, you will know that you are never delayed. You are always being prepared for the moment you were destined for. So, as you wait, know that you are not forgotten. You are not being overlooked. God sees you. He knows your heart. He knows your dreams. He knows your struggles, your fears, your frustrations. And He is using this time to build in you everything you need to step into the fullness of your purpose. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And when your moment arrives, when your breakthrough comes, you will look back and realize that every moment of waiting was worth it. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to trust. This is the time to lean into your faith and know that the delay is not a denial. The delay is divine preparation. It is God doing His work in you so that when the time comes, you will be more than ready to walk into the fullness of what He has for you. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust the One who is orchestrating everything. The moment you've been waiting for is on the way. It may not be here yet, but it is coming. And when it does, you will know that everything you've been through has been leading to this moment, the moment you were always meant to step into. As you continue to wait, let your heart be at peace. It's easy to be anxious, to question whether God hears your prayers, or if the desires you've been holding close to your heart will ever come to pass. But hear this: He knows your heart, He knows the depth of your longing, and He is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Every step you take in faith is a step closer to your breakthrough, even if it doesn't feel like it. When the seasons seem to drag, remember that there is purpose in every pause. This pause is not a pause of emptiness, but a pause of divine positioning. God is aligning you with the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. You might feel alone in your waiting, but you are being set up for something greater than you can imagine. You are being prepared for a shift, a transformation, a time when everything will come together. While it might seem like a delay to you, it is in fact the preparation you need to succeed. It's as if you are being sculpted, carved, and shaped into something beautiful and strong. Like a diamond that must go through intense pressure to reach its full brilliance, you too are being refined in the waiting. And in those moments of doubt, let me remind you, God's plans are never thwarted. They are never delayed. What seems delayed is only the unveiling of something even better than you could have ever planned. When it feels like time is moving too slowly, trust that God is moving things around you, aligning events in your favor even though you can't see it yet. You may not be able to control the clock, but you can trust that God's timing is perfect. What you might be experiencing is a season of patience. And let's be honest, patience can feel like one of the most difficult virtues to cultivate. But in this season, patience is your ally. It is the space where you allow God to mold and prepare you. It is the ground where your trust in Him grows deeper, where your faith gets stretched. And during this time, you are developing the strength to hold on to what is coming, the strength to be ready when your breakthrough arrives. Sometimes it takes the slowing down to make you realize that everything you've gone through has purpose. You are not just walking through life aimlessly, you are being refined. Think of the seed that is planted in the soil. It doesn't sprout instantly, it is buried, hidden in the earth. But underneath the surface, something powerful is happening. The seed is breaking open, stretching, growing roots, becoming something that can stand tall. If the seed gave up during the darkness, it would never reach the light. The same is true for you. The process you are in right now is preparing you to emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the life that is ahead. In every moment of stillness, in every moment of waiting, know that you are becoming. You are becoming the person who is ready for your next chapter. Each day, each step is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to strengthen your heart. What feels like stagnation is in fact a powerful movement in your life. The movement is not always outward or visible to others, but it is deeply personal, internal, and spiritual. If you think about the stories of the great men and women in the Bible, you realize that their greatest achievements didn't happen in a rush. They happened after years of waiting, praying, and trusting. Abraham, for example, waited many years for the fulfillment of God's promise, and even in those years of waiting, God was preparing him. He was testing Abraham's faith, strengthening his character, and building trust in God's timing. The promise didn't come in his time, but it came in God's time, and it was more than Abraham could have imagined. You see, there is nothing that happens in your life by chance. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment is part of the grand design that God is weaving for you. What seems like an obstacle is actually an opportunity for God to reveal His perfect plan. You might feel stuck, but God is working in the unseen, bringing things together in ways you can't understand now. But when the moment arrives, you will know, without a doubt, that everything, every pause, every delay was necessary for you to step into the destiny He has for you. I understand the frustration you may feel, the frustration of seeing others move ahead while you seem to be standing still. But let me assure you, your path is unique. The way that God is leading you is different from anyone else's, and it is exactly how it needs to be. The lessons you are learning right now, the growth you are experiencing are all preparing you for the perfect timing. When you are ready, everything will fall into place and you will step into a season of fulfillment, success, and abundance. Patience doesn't mean inaction, though. It means trusting, praying, and believing even when the circumstances don't seem to align with what you've been waiting for. It means standing firm in your faith, knowing that every step, every moment of waiting is part of the process. You are becoming the person you need to be to handle what is coming. So when it feels like nothing is happening, remember that something powerful is at work inside of you. God is working on you, preparing you to hold the blessing that is coming. There is a peace that comes when you fully trust in God's timing. It is the peace of knowing that you don't have to rush, you don't have to force things to happen. When you trust God, you can rest. You can trust that He is in control and His plan is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not behind, you are not delayed, you are right where you need to be. You are being prepared, refined, and shaped into the person who will walk into their destiny at just the right moment. When you look back on this time, you will see that everything you've experienced has been building up to something greater than you could have imagined. The waiting will not feel like wasted time. It will feel like the crucial time you needed to grow, to learn, and to develop into the person who could receive and steward the blessings that God has in store for you. And when that moment comes, when everything falls into place, you will know without a doubt that God was preparing you the whole time. You weren't delayed, you were being shaped for something extraordinary. And in the fullness of time, you will see that this season was not one of waiting, it was one of becoming. So, stand firm, trust the process. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating things that you cannot yet see. Your breakthrough is coming. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and watch as everything aligns perfectly in His perfect time. Remember that you are not stuck and you are not behind. Every moment of waiting is an essential part of the preparation that God is guiding you through. The seasons of pause, though challenging, are not wasted. They are filled with purpose and divine alignment. God is working in ways you cannot yet see, arranging everything around you so that when the time is right, you will step into the fullness of your destiny. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and have faith that every delay has been a part of the process of making you ready for the breakthrough that's coming. You are being shaped, strengthened, and refined for something far greater than you could imagine. Your moment is coming, and when it does, you will look back and realize that every moment of waiting, every step you took in faith, was necessary for the beautiful future that God has prepared for you. So do not lose heart. Keep moving forward with trust, with patience, and with the certainty that you are on the right path. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and when it comes, you will know that you were perfectly prepared for it. You were not delayed. God was preparing you for this moment.